morning, everyone. This is your girl, Koteri, and welcome back to my channel, My Opinions Vlog. Y'all know I am at work in the parking lot a little bit early so I can do my commentary. This is kind of, the only chance I get to do my commentary when I'm not, being a mother and, with my family. I have peace and quiet. However, let's go ahead and talk about Tasha K, Nicki Minaj, and Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, I'm going to talk about this because I'm a little bit behind because I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of the commentary that I want to do. But Tasha K. Now, I had seen a few videos, a few bloggers done videos about Tasha K reacting to this whole Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj debacle about them going back and forth over Megan Thee Stallion's song, His. And she took a direct diss and threw subliminals at Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Zupetti. And one of the bars that she dropped was, "She not mad at Megan, she's mad at Megan's Law." Megan's Law, which has caused His to chart and debut at #1 on the billboards, okay? And so Tasha K decided to speak about it because that's what she do. She's a celebrity gossip blogger, and she's also I don't even want to say good friends. I hate to put that friend word out there. Her and Nicki Minaj are good social media associates. They're not friends. She's been supporting Nicki Minaj for many, many years. Tasha K, Nicki Minaj have came on her live streams and dropped in, have called in. The women have had interactions with each other on their social media platforms, okay? And so Tasha K, as her doing what she do best, even though she's biased and she could be a liar, she had to talk about it, okay? She had to be fair. She definitely called Nicki Minaj out, which is a good associate of hers, and she did it with love. It was kind of like big sister, love, big sister spanking. And she told Nicki Minaj, what you did was dumb. And it was really stupid. Because you basically, with you keep on, throwing these disses, which she considered the upcoming rap, the female rap artist that's upcoming in the industry, mediocre. She considered Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Lotto, all of them city girls, mediocre rappers. While Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap right now, okay? She said that you basically is giving these mediocre artists too much of your time and attention. And you also helping them stream their music by going back and forth with them. So she kind of shamed and came down on Nicki Minaj about that. She said that when I see you online, for almost about a whole week, spiraling out of control, going back and forth over this mediocre rapper, I knew something was wrong. And so she was like, you should have been focusing on your tour, focusing on your, Pink Friday 2 album, which I heard did numbers, that rollout was really great. You should have never, stood up off your throne and came down and to rumble what she would consider peasants. And that's what Nicki Minaj did. She was very, very ashamed that she see Nicki Minaj actually, taking this L from a mediocre rapper. Not only that, she had called out Cardi B. We're going to say good friend. I'm going to say good friend because he is a good friend of Cardi B. Ken Barbie. She said a person that's on IG or Twitter that holds 50-something thousand followers, you let this mediocre blogger, Ken Barbie, in her words, dox you on biz.com and put out all your liens that's on your car, house, tour, album. And she said, allegedly that Nicki Minaj owed the IRS. While you over here arguing with Megan Thee Stallion, a mediocre rapper, you being doxed by another mediocre blogger who only had 50-something thousand subscribers. Because you mentioned his name at the end of your diss track, which is called Bigfoot, which that was another L that you should have never done. By putting this blogger name in your song that you're making, royalties off of, you're making his name become known because, to be honest, I don't know who a Ken Barbie was. I've heard of this man because I know he defends Cardi B and he speaks on his, on behalf of his friend Cardi B, but I don't know who he is, where he came from, and what he do. And I'm going to be honest about it. Ain't no shade. But like she said, you made this person go viral, and now he has 16 million views on your information that has been doxed. So she's just saying that, Nicki Minaj, what are you do? What is your thought process? What are you doing? You're moving very crazy on the social media platform. In the celebrity world, you moving really crazy right now. You focusing on the wrong thing. You need to be focusing on your upcoming tour. You're the queen. You have done numbers. You're still doing numbers, which everything that Tasha K said in that live stream was facts. I don't like Tasha K. I don't agree with everything she do, and she could be a compulsive liar. But when she touched on this topic regarding Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion going back and forth over this hit song, I agree with Tasha K 100%. Because she should have never, ever gave Megan Thee Stallion that type of attention at all. And then while the girl fall back and be quiet and let you just spiral and go on your manic rant and let the whole world know how you unraveling. Because that was a whole game plan. Whether it was a game plan or not, a lot of people felt like it was a whole setup. I can kind of agree. Because we know that Nicki Minaj and Cardi B are the same type of, they got the same, like how you say, they same level-headed. They're hotheads. And the moment you mention them or mention their family, anything about their mans, they're going to jet off. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B got the same type of thinking process when it comes down to someone speaking about them in an indifferent or negative way. And you would think that Nicki Minaj will learn this already over the recent beefs over the years that she have had, which she have started on her own with other people. You would think she have learned. But she has not learned. It took almost 6 days for her to learn that, you know what, goddamn, I fucked up. My team finally contacted me and told me to stop. Because when it got to the point where you didn't have any other information to put out there about Megan Thee Stallion that we already didn't know, you even went so below the belt to bring up this girl, deceased mother. That's how I knew that you had no information. You didn't do your research like Tasha K said. You had nothing to really, hit back at Megan Thee Stallion besides that her mother is dead. And which you repeatedly said in your song and on social media. You kept repeating it on social media, and it was very disgusting. And this is why a lot of your bots turn on you, because they know that you're better than that. You're gooder than that. To even just stoop that low to talk about somebody's deceased mother when your father's also deceased. Now, whether you had a close relationship or not, however, you may not have the same love for your father like Megan Thee Stallion had for her mother. But you have a deceased parent, and it just unnerving you. That's what kind of took me when Nicki Minaj asked why I can't deal with her right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan of her earlier music when she came out, and I will say this over and over again, but I'm not a fan of the Nicki Minaj now. Because this should have never gotten there. And this is what Tasha K was saying. And Tasha K also, kind of said that you knew what you was getting into when you married Kenneth Zupetti. And I like the way she said it. She didn't say it in a disrespectful way, but like she said, it's like you disciplining your siblings. You gotta show them tough love. And that's what Tasha K was doing in this situation with Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? Just because you Nicki Minaj and you got millions of followers and, people in the industry like you, your name carry weight with certain people, I'm not going to keep it easy on you. I'm not going to let up off of you because you Nicki Minaj. I'm going to give it to you raw and uncut, and I respected that about Tasha K. You knew what you signed up for when you married Kenneth Zupetti. You knew that the world, you're going to expose the world to this man. And the fact that, he's been charged for, being a pedophile, and he's a registered sex offender. So you kind of knew this. And also, when you could see the child and had a child with your husband, which is rightfully so, you should have knew the backlash she was going to get from that. So it's not a surprise. I don't understand why she's still overreacting when somebody comes after her husband. Ignore it. You can't change the situation. You can't change the situation. This is why I don't understand why you're getting these petty beefs with these girls. Because you know what they're going to do. And you know you're going to get upset and get in your feelings and get mad. You can't change that situation. But what you can change is how you react and respond to it. You are a 41-year-old woman, and you arguing with these younger women. That's crazy. And people give you a pass and think it's acceptable, and it's not. Because if Lil' Kim couldn't do it to you way back when, what give you the right to do it to these girls? And think it's okay. And then not only that, you fucked up by adding Beyonce, Jay-Z, and then Rihanna to your mess. And you know they all part of Rock Nation. I understand you got a personal vendetta against Jay-Z for whatever reason, but remember, Jay-Z name carries weight in the industry. He is very powerful. So you wasn't thinking when you was going on your manic rant because this girl, remember, she pays Rock Nation to manage her. They're her management team. What do you expect? They're going to back their client. That's like Young Money. I don't know why Young Money ain't backing you, but remember, you are a female that's in female issues or female beef. These men are not going to come out and come against females. Now, if it was a man, it'll probably be different. But I don't know why Young Money don't back you like they should. You are the artist. But a lot of this stuff you start and you stir the pot and stir the mess. And when it don't go in your favor, you try to call other people and bring other people in your shit and bring people down with you. That's one thing I don't like about you, Nicki Minaj. Stand 10 toes down in your own fucking shit alone. And the moment you kind of threw Beyonce in there and Jay-Z and then saying the girl want to have a Rihanna moment, you were wrong. Because you don't realize you burning your bridges with other people. The whole world, she's quiet now, and I'm glad Nicki Minaj is finally quiet, focusing on her tour. But like I said, a lot of people are turned down with Nicki Minaj. And we still going to see the trickle-down effect as to they don't fool with her. And that's why she's saying that the industry, again, for the second and third time trying to turn on her, even though she started all this mess. She didn't have to react the way she did. All she had to do was do what she do best. Go in that studio and lay the track down. And throw the bars and throw the subliminals. That's what she was supposed to do, but she didn't. She fumbled that whole idea, and she decided to, like I said, go on social media and let her followers, the Barbs, get her stirred up over goddamn Megan's Law, which we all didn't know what the hell that was. And that's what made it blew up, because we all was doing research and we see that, what the meaning behind it. And that's what really got her agitated, because everybody was talking about the Megan's Law, which of course is pertaining to her husband. But if she would have never responded, this probably would have not went totally left. And she probably would have not been at number one. Who's to say? Or she probably could have. Because she took some amazing disses at Drake, Tory Lanez, and other people that I was very flabbergasted about it. But the Megan's Law is what really went and what really stuck to us. But the way you reacted is what helped everything. So I'm pretty sure, she would want to say thank you to Nicki Minaj, but she was probably told not to say her name and not to, mention her. And that's she's going to do what her team tell her to do. Remember, let me tell you something. I believe that Rock Nation kind of strategized this whole thing with Megan Thee Stallion. Because before the song dropped, she went on the Breakfast Club and say, a hit dog will holler, which means a lot of people are going to respond to this. She said it, and she manifested, and it happened. It really, really happened. Because Nicki Minaj got a track record of always going back and forth with these younger girls. And they know it. Same thing when she mentioned Lotto in the Grammys and say that why is her song in this category. She sent for a Lotto, and Lotto was waiting on her. She was waiting on her. She was waiting for that moment to respond to Nicki Minaj because she said her name. And they went at it. And the moment they went at it, she called her old grandma and her auntie, called her husband a pedophile, and all this other stuff. She was waiting on Nicki Minaj to respond. And Nicki Minaj, dumb self, did it. She responded to Cardi B. They respond to each other, go back and forth. So a lot of this immature, petty stuff, Nicki Minaj do on her own because she's insecure and she know these younger girls is what you call it, is coming to her level. They slowly but surely is kind of like reaching to her level, and this is what she's afraid of. But it's going to happen. You are aging, and that's part of life. You're going to age. You're going to become irrelevant. And all the people that you call out in this mess are looking at you sideways, and they're going to distance themselves from you. Because the moment you manifested that girl mother name, talked about that girl mother and manifested that, is the day that you took that L, and the industry is going to turn on you. Because that was just malicious and nasty. But shout out to Tasha K for, let it be known how she feel about the situation and for putting Nicki in her place and letting her know you made a big ass mistake. You got all these loans and liens on everything that you kind of own, but you're talking about other people in their situation. Like if your shit don't stink. And I was very surprised when she kind of confirmed that the information that Ken Barbie put out was true. I didn't think you could put a loan on a tour. I didn't know, I'm not in the industry like that. So that was some really, really interesting information. But she decided to mention Ken Barbie's name because she hates Ken Barbie because Ken Barbie protects his friend Cardi B. You see what I'm saying? She gave, a Cardi B one up again. And this old ass stale beef.